Meta is lying about your winning ads. That basically means that what you think is actually a winning ad is not. You tend to spend more budget towards these ads, and then that's the reason why you can't scale and the reason why your performance are stuck, and most likely they decline the moment you increase the ad spend. So in this video I want to show you exactly what I mean by Meta is lying to you about winning ads and how you can actually solve this issue. Let's jump straight into my screen. Meta is lying about your winning ads, and this is how you fix it. So first thing first, this is a screenshot of an ad account, and let's actually go to analyze the ads. If we filter by amount spent in this case, we can see the Meta is spending most of the budget towards these ads here. This ad here has 34 purchases and there is a spend of $2,000 with a 2.83 return on the ad spend. On the other side, there is this other credit here, or this one here, this one here, this one here, and you can see that there are like different kind of return on ad spend. As you can see, the spend is very similar apart from the first ad, which technically could be seen as the overall winning ads. Then what you can see here is that there is this specific ad in here, this one, that has a very high return on the ad spend, or this other ad here that has a very low cost per purchase, right? And so what you might be thinking is like, oh cool, so these are the winning ads. But let's go into the details. Now what you need to do, if you analyze your ads just like this, you need to go inside your audience. So you go to breakdown, and then you split by audience segments, and then you have a look at the audience segments. As you can see, what you can see here, so this is 1, this is number 2, this is 3, this is 4. So these are 34, 16, 21, 28 purchases, and these are exactly these 4 here, right? Cool. So what you can see right now is that the ads are targeting and receiving purchases from different audiences. You see new audience, existing customers, engaged audience, same for number 2, 3, and 4. And so what you want to analyze at this point is that this ad here that is getting a 6x ROAS is getting this number because it's getting most of the purchase coming from the existing customers. And so this is technically not scalable. Like, this is not a winning ad. If you put this ad into a separate campaign, you start increasing the budget, you will start seeing a wall. So the moment you increase the spend, there is no incrementality. So the return on ad spend decreases accordingly, and you can't basically judge like this. That's why it's very important for you to filter by audience. And this is the first things that you need to do. Filter by audience and analyze ads by new audience. So what you want to see is something like this. So 21 purchases, most of the purchases coming from new audience or engaged. Remember, engaged audience are still new audience. And you want to identify the highest return on spend or the lowest CPA coming from the new audience. So for instance, in this case, this one here below, with a 2.82 ROAS coming from new audience might be good. And then also this one here, new audience 11 purchases is also good, and this one here also 16 purchases, 2.33x. So what we can see here is that okay, this ad here is getting 11 purchases, spend $700 and is getting a very good return on ad spend just on new audience. So the ad number 2 might be good. And then we go to another layer. Why? Because we need to ask ourselves, would these purchases have happened anyways without Meta? And there is a specific metric that we can analyze to actually understand this, which is the incremental attribution. So if what you want to do, if you go again to your ads manager in here, you go to breakdown and you click on attribution setting, and then you click on incremental, you will see it, incremental attribution. Okay. If you click here, it's gonna basically allow you to see the attribution. You can compare the ROAS of incremental attribution ROAS and just standard ROAS, the one using this classic attribution, which is usually 7-day click, 1-day view, depending on what kind of attribution you are using. So now in this case, where you can see that the ad number 2 that was getting a 3.81 ROAS, in reality is getting a 2.12, and the ad that was getting a 6.89 return on ad spend is actually getting a 0.81 incremental attribution on new customers. And so this basically means that the best ad right here is not this one with a 6.89x ROAS, but is actually this one that is going towards a new audience. As you can see here, is going towards a new audience and is getting a 2.15 incremental attribution ROAS on new audience. And this is what you want to do when you analyze ads. Now, It's something very important to mention because a lot of people might be, okay, so if that's the case, then how do we fix this? So you fix this by reading and optimizing for incremental attribution. Test optimize campaign for incremental attribution at the ad set level. So the problem though is that if you run ads for incremental, so for incremental attribution, what you see is that Meta is going to report less conversions. And so what is going to happen in this case is that less conversions equal to less data, and less data equal to less performance. Because what Meta can do here in this case is leveraging the purchases towards the 7-day click, 1-day view attribution and leverage this data to go target new audience under the incremental attribution. And this is what you actually want to do in order to target more this. And the way that you need to do is, in my opinion, and what we do also for our clients, you can still use 7-day click, 1-day view or 7-day click on your ad. And when you make decisions, so when you take decision about what ad to scale, not to scale, why is a winning ad, which one is a winning ad, which one is not a winning ad, you want to look at the incremental attribution, because if you start scaling this ad here that has an amazing ROAS on the front end, in reality it's not going to scale and the performance are not going to keep stable. They actually will decline. And you will see, very common, that you duplicate the ad into a scaling campaign or another separate campaign where you put like an additional budget into it, and you will see that that ad is not working anymore. And you ask yourself why this is happening. That's the reason why. Because you're not judging by incremental attribution. When you spend more budget, you reach a new audience, and so you want incremental attribution to actually be there. Then other fixes is to exclude existing customers. Remember to always exclude existing customers. Depending also on the business, you can exclude last 30 days purchase, like 60 days purchases, all the customers. Really depends on how you structure things inside your ad account. For instance, if you're a supplement brand, you most likely want to exclude all the existing customers, and then you might have another separate campaign on top just for retention. But when it comes to supplement brands, you really want to focus on new customer acquisition. Or there might be other brands where, for instance, there is no retention at all. Think about brands that sell like cold plunge, this kind of stuff. And so there is usually one purchase. And so you need to optimize towards the new customers. Unless you're launching a new product, in that case, if you're launching a new product, then you can go towards more an existing audience or an engaged audience, or technically even like your existing customers, sell them the upgrade of your product. But when it's time to actually scale an ad account, when you want to increase the budget, you need to judge on ads that target new audience or engaged audience. These two are the most important for you. And then you want to look at the incremental attribution. And that's basically it for this video, guys. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know in the comments. I'll do my best to reply to everyone as usual. Leave a like to the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video.